how we decided on this one. So Bamba actually hand drew this before we got it pushed over in graphic design.
Yeah.
And then the inspiration for the characters is like some of our favorite characters in anime, and then two, just like characters that we resonate with on a deep level. And so that was the inspiration for the drawing, and then once we saw the drawing, we kind of pushed that over to a friend that we went to, Kentucky, the University of Kentucky with, who's a graphic designer, and he built up this masterpiece.
I think
Nice.
we are live on all platforms. If anybody want, Carl, if you want to start looking for me,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
start.
good.
I'll start looking. What happened? Where is Malik at?
He was in here. He said his audio is messing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a
I don't
no?
like my.
Is this a no cussing podcast?
You can run it. You can run you can run it like
I just wanted to make
whatever
sure.
you. Yeah, no. But I would, to be fair, because it's not just my questions as well. So I think it's more it is a proper collab because there's two sets of questions. So so this is a joint podcast. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I think my favorite question is: are you guys going to DreamCon next year?
Of course.
Okay,
Of course.
because like my boy Tim, he's in America. I'm from the UK, so I'm gonna be flying out next year. So I was like, I'm gonna be meeting all these ninjas. I was like, I'm gonna be like, same convo, where you at, boys? So I'm here. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I didn't fly 12 hours to not see it, to not see you guys. Let's go.
Yeah,
Like,
no, for
He's
sure.
trying to convince me to do a 48-hour trip beforehand in Miami, and I'm not too sure if I can do that one.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not
see,
sure if you can pull that one off.
I've been hearing this a lot of times because a lot of the UK guys here that I know, they just keep telling me, if you fly out to Houston, don't go through Miami, don't do a layoff because you're not gonna catch a flight. That's all I keep hearing. That they're like, for a first timer, don't go to Miami. So I was like, yeah, I think I will go to Miami actually. I need to see what's out there. If you're telling me not to go, there's clearly the one piece that I'm looking for out there.
Nah, you would definitely love Miami, but because I'm actually it's two of us, the me and Malik, we both live in Houston. So
Yo,
once you get that confirmed, man, and you coming down for DreamCon, just let us know, man. We'll take care of you, bro.
Cool. I appreciate it. I think the tickets should be coming. I think the ticket information should be coming out sometime this month, right? So
I think so.
yeah, this month.
Yeah. So I think once they give me a price, I might just
Have you been to the
buy
States
it.
before?
Never in my life.
First time is gonna be DreamCon. That's gonna be a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
The
wild
first
time
time
for
he'll
you.
come to the States gonna be DreamCon in Houston. Oh Lord.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm honestly I'm excited. I think, to be fair, because both my sisters, they've been to the States a few times, and then I've just taken this adventure of going to Asia. So I was like, you know what? The more I've kind of been collabing with a lot of the guys, the guys and girls, I was like, yeah, I need to show out. But then DreamCon this year happened. I saw everybody's stories, and I wanted to block everyone because I was like, I was like, everybody having fun while I'm at home right here, just bloody watching TV. Everybody just taking pictures and doing all these interviews, and I'm just thinking, like, I'm gonna block everybody. Like, honestly, I'm gonna block everybody. But
Anime NYC was worse for him though.
Really?
Really?
Half of the association was at Anime NYC, and he was just had to go to like a little trading card convention over there.
Whoa! Don't you dare call this a little trade card, because obviously, like, look, listen, because the thing is, what we've realized as well, like, on my side is, we don't have a proper like Dragon Ball centric group. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, people that just. So this is what we're trying to do. So yeah, so we're trying to like talk to a lot more UK people. So it's a bit more of a challenge because UK people aren't like, they do like Dragon Ball, but it's not as big, if you will, as it is in America. But all people do like it, they just don't scream at the top of the hills about it.
Right.
So but we growing, and yeah, we've got a few things cooking. But I think the overall centerpiece is gonna be DreamCon, especially for me, really, because
For sure.
like
For sure.
a lot of people be telling me a lot of things, especially they're like, oh yeah, the ladies love the British accent. I'm a stress it. Stress it.
You know, he gonna spam that. Hey, I fuck with that. I fuck with that.
I think we're live on everything now. I got TikTok going.
Okay, let me go ahead and check. Yeah, no, boys. Hold on.
I should be streaming 2K while I'm sitting there playing that shit.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Yeah, we live on everything now. So we ready when y'all ready, man.
Okay, cool. I will run it on our end.
Oh, let me move the chat. Don't want that on the screen.
It's all good. Hey everybody, welcome back to Ginyu Talk. I've got an absolute special, amazing episode for you guys. A collab that I've been very, very keen to set up with the boys at the same Convo. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What's popping?
Yeah. What's up? And on top of that, we've got my main man himself, who I run a lot of these Dragon Ball conversations himself, Kyo Tim times 10. What's up, man?
What's up? How y'all doing today?
Yeah. We good. So I think we're gonna run through some Dragon Ball conversations. I think what we'll probably do is, since you guys are the guests, we'll let you run your question first. Guests go first, and then we'll kind of just chop it up.
Okay, yeah, no, for sure. So, boys, I just want to let y'all know. And first of all, welcome back to the same convo. Shout out to everybody on our lives right now. We collabing today with the one and only Ginyu Talk. We appreciate this opportunity, and so we ready to get into it because the biggest Dragon Ball fan on the pod. They fans of Dragon Ball 2. We got a Dragon Ball hater, so this is definitely going to be a great episode, man. So boys,
There's a hater?
Yeah, Kenny's the hater. Yeah,
Of course.
we know this. But boys, I got the list of questions, but I'll also, contribute to the conversation. But the first topic I want to talk about is battle IQ and strategy. And the first question is for everybody is which fighters in Dragon Ball actually show the highest battle intelligence, and why is it overcooked compared to raw power?
Battle IQ in Dragon Ball?
Yeah, which fighter do you feel like has? Let's start off with that, and then we'll get to the rest of it. So, which fighters do you feel like have the highest IQ?
The fighter with the highest battle IQ is bar none Goku. Bar none. Nobody else thinks like he does in a fight, and he gets it done. It's even built within his character of if there's a will, there's a way. So he's always going to think on the spot of how to get it. And even UI is a testament to that of him being a level-headed thinker in the middle of fighting in order to tap into Ultra Instinct in the first place.
Right. I respect that.
I can see that. I would say, well, to answer the full question, I would definitely go with like Krillin.
I was gonna say Krillin too.
Because Krillin has a way of just utilizing his imagination to create different ki blasts. I mean, look at the destructive of this. Everybody could have got KO just based off of that. He just needed somebody to not be like, oh my god, you need to dodge that.
Right.
If everybody was to sit there and just underestimate him, people have been dead.
Right.
But to just answer like who has the most battle IQ, I'll probably go with like Piccolo.
Okay. Why Piccolo?
My answer. Just took my answer.
Piccolo is just so creative. He's a smart baby. This man is like, he's not even a man. This boy is like 7.
Facts. real deal. Like, people really don't know Piccolo's actually one of the youngest Z fighters, dog.
Him and Gohan are like in the same age bracket, but like he's able to keep up with Goku when Goku's in a mature age.
Right.
Even in Super, he's able to do that. Obviously, he's not going to sit there and compete with Raw Power in the new Super unless we're going to sit there and make everything equal with Piccolo Orange. But at the end of the day, I'll go Piccolo.
Okay, for sure, for sure. I mean, for me, it was either going to be Krillin or Goku. Uh, but I like the explanation that you did with Krillin. For and why I say Goku is not also the not only the battle intelligence, but also just the different things he does within the battles. Like one of my favorite moments is Cell Games, where he used creatively used the instant transmission. But there's examples of that just dating back from Dragon Ball. Example back in Dragon Ball is when he used the Kamea wave to launch himself through King Piccolo. You feel me? Like he is constantly doing that. And like my man said earlier, he did a testament to that is the things he did while he was in UI as well. Never seen the Kakarot Spinaroonie in my life until the tournament, and it just the different things he's able to do along with his battle IQ. That's why I'll put him at the top. But like I said, Krillin is also up there as well. But also, real quick, let me shout out Vegeta too, because in the tournament of power, his intelligence, his battle IQ, he didn't achieve Ultra Instinct, but he was able to move his body in a way to get a punch in on Jiren. You feel me? So that's
He did that through Evolution Blue. That's when he first landed his first heavy hit. Let me say that. But for Goku in the TOP, I think it's two overlooked instances when he used the Destructo Disc to try and get Jiren out of the ring, and then when he laid down like the Ki Blast landmines. Right. Those were two things that when I very first saw them, I was like, oh yeah, I've never seen anything like that in the Dragon Ball. They even think like that.
Right.
Yeah. I think I was going to say, just thinking outside the box itself, I was going to say Cell, just the way it's so underrated, because the way he used, even like when you saw, like every time you saw him in a bit of a pinch, the way he used that solar flare on them people to get away, epic. The way he kind of saw that he was within in his semi-perfect form, when he knew that he was cooked and he started goading Vegeta, like he was just like, yeah, what kind of win are you gonna get here? How you ain't even gonna beat me at my full power, and he kind of, and he kept really proper like nudging him to the point where he convinced Vegeta to let him go perfect. Right. I was like, no, it's just so underrated. He knew he was in a situation that he couldn't get out of, but he had the IQ to make that situation so much better based on the opponent that he had, and he knew what they were about, their whole pride, and he played against that pride to allow himself to get into that position that he could become perfect and start to roast man.
No, for sure, and I think that's also a great example. That also makes me wonder how Cell would have operated in a tournament of power, having that battle IQ, because that's the one thing about the tournament of power, because it was an all-out battle. It wasn't one-on-ones. Like, you had to rely on your team and different strategies to eliminate people. Like the example I was just thinking of was when they had to eliminated Dispo. Frieza literally had to create beams to create a cage around him, so Gohan would be able to even put his life on the line and just try to fight him because he was too fast. You feel me? But us bringing up Cell,
that's crazy.
Wait, Kenny didn't go? My fault.
That's crazy.
I thought Kenny went.
Go ahead.
No, Kenny, go ahead, please. You the face of the podcast, bro. We need your opinion.
I feel like it's gotta be Krillin though. Like, we're talking about somebody who's just pure-blooded human fighting people who have like alien abilities. We're talking about somebody who surpassed Master Roshi. Like, he's a human who can fly. Somebody to be able to fight intergalactic threats and hold his own even just a little bit. It's not on a power scale. It's purely up here.
Right.
So I gotta give it to Krillin.
The only push, because I agree. Like, even like I'll sit there and I say, like, in a tournament setting, I think Krillin could like actually like win if you're following like tournament rules. He maybe not win, but get pretty far in it. But the only thing that holds me back is how he went out during the tournament of power. He knocked somebody out, put his guard down, and then got knocked out when there was still 100+ people to fight. I get what you're saying. Like it takes a high IQ for him to do what he has done past what the 23rd tournament or whatever when things escalated for real. But just he put like how he went out in the tournament of power. It just doesn't. It kind of made me look at him differently as far as battle IQ and stuff goes. But
and I could
I'm not mad at it though.
Facts. Nah, and I could just say like I feel like in scenarios like that, you really just got to chalk it up to writing. You know how Toriyama decided to go with things. But the last thing I'll say about Krillin and go on to the next question. I will say like another reason why he's a good pick for this conversation is the way he utilizes his strategies too. Like the Destructo disc could have killed so many people that were stronger than him. The only time we've really seen it fail is when Cell went perfect and it just bounced off that man's neck.
Yeah.
Because other than that, it's unblockable. It's a 100% unblockable technique.
Exactly. What's his name? Nappa was stronger than this man, and Vegeta said, "Please move like you're going to die."
And I think he got little straight there.
Yeah, facts. And then also the scatter bullet technique, like that is pure. Like that's amazing. Like as strong as he is now, it could almost look like, you feel me, Boo's attack. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's when
he annihilated everybody on Earth.
Yeah.
Y'all forgetting one crucial moment.
What's up?
His spar with Super Saiyan Blue Goku.
Sparring with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and then also with Gohan, who started training again because they wanted to test if Krillin was good enough to join the team, and he ended up getting a 1-up on Gohan. You know, so
man, I don't know if my goat was going full on. Come on now, relax. I don't know if my goat was going all out. Come on. Gohan is my goat. I'll stand on 10 toes on that. Gohan is my goat. Don't you worry. Ken, I got something for you later. Don't you worry.
That was a look of pure disgust he just gave you with that one. I'm letting you know that now. That was pure disgust.
See, look, and I'm glad you mentioned Gohan, and I want you to be the first to answer the next question because now I'm pivoting. So, do you think Toriyama should have fully committed to Gohan as the main character after the Cell Saga?
Oh man. If you had asked maybe 16-year-old me, that's what we all thought was going to happen. That's what we all felt like it needed to happen. Now, if you ask me now, I understand probably not, because Gohan was living a different life. He ultimately, this was a kid who was thrust into the pits of hell. My man was in the field hella young. You getting packed up by Piccolo while he's training you. You go out to Namek and you get your neck broken by a raccoon. To the point where these mans give you PTSD to the point now you're dressing up as a great Saiyaman doing these Ginyu dances because it was never Gohan's thing. Like Gohan wanted to be something more. He wanted to be something else. Fighting, he can do it, but it was never what he wanted to do. He just wanted to live a normal life. My boy wanted to go school. He wanted to live a normal life. It was the product of being born on Earth in a time of peace, and obviously having a human mom and everything and all of these things. And obviously what Chi-Chi did in terms of instilling academics in him, it became part of him. Everything else that happened after that, it was needs musts. Gohan was the strongest. He had to fight Cell because he had the most potential. Would he have, after that, I'm sure after the Cell Saga, at that time of peace, my boy would have continued not training, and it was never gonna happen. So yeah, No, I didn't expect it. Now it's the right thing. Gohan is out the field. He's still my GOAT, but he's out. It works better with him being out the field.
Okay.
Oh no, my man's rubbing his hands like he's like, I'm gonna cook this guy, bro.
I was about to say anybody else, but it looked like Kenny ready to answer.
On the same convo, we have a few slogans. One that we toss around every now and then is "Let's get negative."
Let's get negative.
This time. You know why Gohan couldn't be the main character?
Why?
It's because he belongs at Winnie Hut Jr. This man's a weenie.
I'm dead.
This man wanted to go be Great Saiyaman. I'm not a fighter anymore. I'm a scholar.
Come on, Kenny.
Who's your GOAT? Who's your
This
GOAT? I
ain't-
want to hear who your GOAT
This
is.
ain't
Who's
no
your GOAT?
Dragon Ball books.
Dragon Ball books is insane.
Like what?
BBB.
You a
Lord.
Z reader? Like what?
So that's a no, Kenny. He shouldn't have been the main character at all.
He should have. Hey, you know what I said last time? He should have died at the cell, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, he's
That's you said he should have died after Cell or
No,
at
Cell
Cell.
should have killed that man.
Who would have beat Cell?
Wow.
That's exactly what I was going to follow up
It
with.
should've
Who
been
told
Goku. Goku should have beat him.
he should have beat him. He was dead.
Hey,
he should have stayed dead after that.
what I'm saying is,
You saying Cell should have won?
what I'm saying is, the writing should have been for Goku because Gohan was at Weenie Hut Junior's immediately after the cell. After the cell, Gohan became Weenie. Immediately.
Look, I'm not the biggest Gohan fan, but we do have to take a look at the context of the story. They was in a peaceful time. Nobody's gonna think anything crazy, especially he isn't a warrior.
I'm not hearing that. You know why I'm not hearing that?
Why?
In a peaceful time in the Dragon Ball Z universe, this man Goku arranged for his own assassination. He found some smoke. He fully found some smoke. So I'm not hearing it.
I can't.
Well, it wasn't peaceful. It still had a tournament of power on the horizon. So
But
No, it was peaceful. When shit going on, so Goku said, "I'm bored. Somebody come try to fight me."
But you got to remember, and I can't remember who said it earlier, but again, he wasn't built for that because he was different. He's half Earthling. You feel me? Like he actually had aspirations where he wanted to.
No.
That was the big conversation point with Piccolo. That was the whole thing with Piccolo. He's not a warrior. You might be a warrior, Goku, but he's not a warrior. That was the big thing.
What I'm saying
That's what you're doing. You rewriting it now.
What we're not gonna do is pretend like before the Cell games, when Chi-Chi was trying to get Gohan to study, he wasn't trying to do that shit.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden he like books.
He was a kid. He was like a tiny
He
kid
was
then.
still a kid when he beat Cell.
And Cell was still alive.
Exactly. So after he beat Cell, all of a sudden you like to read now?
Excuse me for a prepubescent teenager to understand he doesn't want to fight anymore, man. When he hits puberty,
prepubescent teenager with Saiyan blood. It's not the same.
I'm saying, look. I'm saying, he at 4 years old. What is the first thing he said when he met the crew? My name is Gohan, and when I grow up, I want to be a good scholar. Like he said that at 4, Kenny.
Things changed.
Lord have mercy.
See, the only thing I will accept is what Malik said is that Cell should have won. In terms of writing wise, Cell should have cooked them all. Him giving them the 10 days to train, that was just idiotic. He should have. He was the only person that I was like, you know what? Yeah, my man here really should have washed these people. But he was just so ignorant and said, "I'm perfect. I'm gonna let you guys get to your strongest, and I'm gonna still wash you." And they got to their strongest, and he got washed.
But you know why he did that? Because his Vegeta was showing. You feel me?
And Frieza.
And his Frieza was showing.
Yeah.
Because he was so confident, he felt like nobody could fuck with him. And then on the Saiyan side, okay, I'm gonna give them time to train, and after that, they still not gonna be able to fuck with me.
Look, I want to go back to the Gohan half Saiyan thing, right?
Right.
Look, one thing about it is canonically, being half Saiyan means you're more in touch with your emotions. So him being half Saiyan and half human actually leads credence to him not wanting to fight even more because he's more in touch with his emotions. That's why they have an easier opportunity to go Super Saiyan because they can tap into different emotions. So he's more in tune with his emotions than what a normal Saiyan would be. So I don't think that's a good argument as like that you were trying to put up with it, Kenny. But I don't think Gohan should have been the MC. I think Gohan would be a horrible MC.
Could you imagine Dragon Ball Z with the Great Saiyaman as the main character?
Why do you keep going for Great Saiyaman? Why do you
ew.
go for Great?
I'm not gonna lie.
Why do you keep going for
Everybody
Great?
hates the Great Saiyaman.
everybody-
Nobody
No,
like that shit.
everybody doesn't hate the Great Saiyaman. I love the Great Saiyaman. It is an incredible moment to start. No, it's an incredible thing for the Earth, man. It's an incredible thing. That's an incredible costume he's got on, and hey, he landed Videl with it, so you can't really hate on him, man. You can't really hate on him.
And he got Videl in the suit too.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a superhero. I would hope he'd be able to get a girl. You got
Look.
superpowers.
I think
Hey.
the worst thing Gohan,
What kind of shit is that?
the worst thing Gohan never did was the green tracksuit. That
that was insane.
I can't forget.
I will
That's
say
only because of what happened to him in the green tracksuit. He got done.
he got done.
Shout out to
McGirt.
Gone Free. Shout out to Gone Freaks.
Stop it. But I will say that if we're talking about the outfits, the Great Saiyaman outfit with a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, that was saucy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That was cold.
That was
cold.
clean. He was clean. But to get back to the main question, I also agree that Gohan should not have been the main character because just Dragon Ball is Goku. Like, he is the main character, bro. So it wouldn't have felt right if the series had shifted to him that soon, because Dragon Ball went on for a long time, but it's not one of these animes that have 1,000 or even 500 plus episodes to it. You feel me? And so I just feel like any type of, and also a time skip in anime is sometimes rare, but with Dragon Ball it is often. Like, they have a time skip every other. So I just felt like it would have been too quick for Gohan to be made a main character. But what I wish Toriyama would have did was, even though I hate this anime, they do a great job of highlighting their side characters and their battles with side enemies. It is One Piece. I feel like Akira Toriyama at some point should have taken that approach when it came to the Z Fighters, because Gohan included, there's a point where everybody else just loses and gets pushed to the background. I actually wanted to see the other characters get highlighted, if not by having a good fight versus the main villain, like create some side villains for them, So
I mean, they did do that with the Ginyu Force, didn't they? Like,
the Ginyu Force mopped all of them. Goku came and cleaned them hoes up, and Vegeta got some cheat kills.
I agree with you on the whole, like, the side character progression thing, because it is one thing that I wish I would see more in Dragon Ball. But I also have to keep in mind that when Dragon Ball came out, it was the foundation that allowed for those type of stories to take that step. And I understand that we're not going to get that from Dragon Ball.
Right.
Yu Yu Hakusho had great side fights for their side characters.
Dragon Ball came out first.
Dragon Ball did come out before
Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yes.
It definitely did.
DBZ?
Yu Yu Hakusho came out.
Yeah.
Yes, it finished in 96.
When did Yu Yu Hakusho come out?
Well, actually, no, I lied. GT finished in 96.
Yeah, GT finished in 96.
Yeah, Dragon Ball ran from 86 to 95, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 84. The Dragon Ball manga came out in 84. So I do know that.
I'm clearly not a scholar.
Okay.
Leave it to Gohan.
Anybody got any last takes on that question? All right.
I just want to say Gohan's a weenie. That's
No,
it.
I disagree.
That's all he wanted to say
don't
was
agree.
he's a
He
weenie
just-
junior. That's what his whole thing was.
That's like I asked Kenny, who's your goat? You kept quiet on that. Who's
Oh,
your
I
goat?
didn't. My fault. I didn't hear that. It was like, are we saying go to Dragon Ball Z or go in general?
In Dragon Ball itself.
You're asking hard questions here.
Because that man don't like the anime, so he don't like nobody.
It's not that I dis. It's not okay. Let's put it like this. It's not that I dislike any. It's not okay. It's not like I dislike Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z is the most influential animes of all time. I'm not saying I don't like it. What I'm saying is, in the grand scheme of anime and storytelling and action combined, it's not in my top 5. I'm sorry. What I'm
That's
saying
fair.
is this. What'd you say?
And I was like, that's fair.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is my goat. My dog is being okay. My goat for Dragon Ball Z is probably Vegeta. When it comes to like character development, he's had the most in the show. So I probably say it's Vegeta. He shows more.
So
he's more dynamic.
Okay.
So you say your goat is Vegeta, right? But you call him my goat a weenie, but your goat has more L's than my goat.
Losing don't make you a weenie. Losing don't
Right.
make you a
That's-
weenie now.
Nah.
Vegeta tries his best.
Huh?
Allowing going the perfect cell does make him a weenie, though. I will let
Okay,
you know that
Goku
now.
gave him a sensu bean, so now what?
I'm saying
no. I will argue that down to the death that sensu bean had to happen for Super Saiyan 2 to occur, and the story
Thank
tells
you.
us that.
But also, how
it
many
needed help- it needed help with
surgeries
Cell's
has
ego,
Goku?
too.
Sorry, go on, mate.
I was just saying, the sensu bean had to happen because it had to help with Cell's ego. Because if he lost when he was like half dead, he would definitely try his best to cheat.
Yeah, I hear that. And also, Kenny, just to double down, how many surgeries has your goat had in his arm? How many surgeries has he? No, because I mean, you can call my goat a weenie all you want, but your goat just be getting hit in the same place. Every villain keeps lacing him in the exact same place.
They know that's that man's weakness.
His arm is
His arm. But I'm glad we're talking about Vegeta because this next question is going to be an easy one because I feel like we're all going to have the same answer, but I'm interested to see if anybody has another answer. But do y'all feel like Vegeta's growth has been more impressive than Goku since the Saiyan saga?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is there one moment in Dragon Ball Z where you feel like he's a completely changed man?
Who, Goku or Vegeta?
Vegeta.
Oh, yeah.
Either during the Buu fight or the Tournament of Power.
You talking about his speeches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
end of Buu fight, not at the tournament when he was killing people.
Yeah. No. I was with it. Yeah, I think up until that point, he had done so much good work, and then he just cried for that power up to Babidi to get Super Saiyan 2. Yeah, and then he had the nerve to try and ask Piccolo, "Where am I gonna go?" Piccolo's like, "Brother, you joking?" Like he's like, "Brother, you joking?"
You're not going to heaven or hell. You getting just cleansed. That's what he
Right.
told him.
Yeah, just like, you know what I mean? Like what? Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
he's had some good progression. Yeah, I'll give him that.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I think post Saiyan saga, I definitely would say Vegeta has that on him because Goku was already grown, fulfilled the destiny, like his character arc was already completed by that point in time. Well, I guess Namek was when it ended. But just because of the type of arc Vegeta has, with the positive progression arc, I think that makes it a better progression of a character versus, the flat arc that Goku is, where, so we've seen an actual complete character change between the two, 2 or 3 sagas in between that time. So yeah, no, Vegeta for sure. I'm not going to deny that. I mean, he might be second fiddle all the time, but I'm not going to deny that.
Okay, no, for sure. I definitely agree with everybody. And I guess my follow-up to that would be, why do y'all feel like because when you compare the two, people will say that Goku doesn't grow at all and he stays the same from when he's a kid to where we got to this point now. So I would ask, do you agree or disagree with that? And then either or why? Because we got one of those people right here on the today's show who thinks Goku hasn't changed at all.
He has
I mean,
completely
I would.
changed.
Yeah, I was going to
changed.
say I think he has completely changed, and I think Tim will probably explain it better because he's explained it on a previous recording that we've done. Is initially OG Dragon Ball Goku was just a straight up killer. It was only when he got into contact with I forget the android
Aider.
Hater.
Ada. Yeah, go on, Tim. I'll let you finish off because it was your take that you
No,
said.
keep on going.
about-
Keep on going. Keep on going, man.
No, it was your take. I was gonna throw it back at you. This is your take. You do it more justice than I will.
Well, so yeah, Goku's what they call a flat arc. So he has his truth, he lives by his truth, and he doesn't stray from the truth. It only gets greater, and it's more about how the world reacts to him versus, or how he reacts to the world versus how uh yeah, no, he started off as killing, and he didn't start getting any type of what we see as him now until Android 8 put into his head, no, don't kill him. He's already down. There's nothing he can do. If he comes back, you can beat him again. We see that as a constant theme for Goku throughout the story from that point in time. People try to throw it in the face of, oh, that's bad writing, but if they haven't seen that moment, then they wouldn't really understand it. And then we start seeing more progression all the way up to, I would say, like we were saying before, the Namek saga is probably where his true character progression ends. And then he gets something a little bit more with the Cell saga and understanding who his son is. But the biggest progression in turn is the Namek saga, because that's when he comes to terms with who he is as a Saiyan, and then he fulfills the prophecy of the Super Saiyan. A lot of people sleep on that aspect of it. It is, and that's probably one of the greatest prophecies written in anime. I don't think there's anything people can debate it till they turn blue in the face, and there's nothing that's going to get me to change that. But his character from 10 years old all the way up to the end of Super, from when he's fighting Beast Gohan, is a completely different character. He's wiser in it. Yeah, he's still dumb as far as knowledge as what we consider it, but as far as character knowledge, he is smarter with battle. He knows more techniques. He knows how to handle his ki better. He knows he can train people. He just doesn't really train people. But like, if I keep on following that pattern, you'll see a progression of his character.
Okay, look, I agree with everything you said, brother. You said it perfectly. That's what I was gonna say and more. So anybody else, because I'm not going.
No, that's what I was about to say, honestly, about the Ader thing, because that's when he changed.
Yeah.
I would definitely say like his character developing arc ended after Cell, because I think after that Toriyama was like, yeah, he was supposed to be out of this.
Facts. No, look, Ader for sure, because I try to explain to people all the time. Do you know how many bodies this man has for real? like
everybody don't even know it.
Like this man was really
a killer.
Forget bumping his head. He was really a demon.
He still had access to that.
Facts. Kenny, what's
so,
up?
So
bro?
who's the one? Who's the one that doesn't believe he's changed?
That one. That one over there. The face.
Question.
I want to know why you think he doesn't change. Are you comparing it to like a Piccolo or a Vegeta? Who, I'll let you get to it. Piccolo has better progression than Vegeta, but go on ahead.
So I can answer all of these questions now. But for one, I kind of have a handicap, so I've never seen Dragon Ball. But I will say this: from DBZ to Super, Goku is the same person. From DBZ to Super, that man is the same exact person.
He doesn't change in any way. He doesn't grow.
I mean, sure.
But his personality doesn't grow.
I'm Goku. No, that's it. You're strong. Let's fight.
How are you looking at what's your benchmark for character progression? That's why I was asking. Like, are you comparing it to a Vegeta where we see the evil, the good, or are you like what's your benchmark for progression?
I would compare it to the other characters in the show. Like, yeah, so I guess in Dragon Ball Z will be Vegeta and Piccolo. Like in Hunter x Hunter, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but Gon and Killua both had crazy character developments. Meruem, crazy character development. If Goku don't have none of that.
Gon didn't really have character development for real.
Not at all.
Happy-go-lucky kid to a bloodthirsty murderer.
And one
that
arc,
happened
and then
one
he went
time.
right back to it. He went right back to it.
That's what I'm saying. He went right back to that same person. I can make that same argument for if when Goku went Super Saiyan. He literally told his son, "You need to clear out because I'm about to
crash out."
He was
like. Do you think like a Luffy or a Naruto have progressed as characters?
No, I don't think Naruto's had much character development either.
What about Luffy? Do you watch One Piece?
Yeah, I watch One Piece. Is one of my favorite. Yeah, for sure.
You think Luffy's had progression? You want to say yeah. I can see it in your face. You want to say yeah.
Say it, Kenny. Go on, say it.
You want to say yeah, but it's the same thing. It's the same character arc, same character progression that Goku goes through.
No, so this is all I'm saying.
With Luffy, not at all.
Back to Dragon Ball Z, like with Vegeta, we've seen him go. With Vegeta, we've seen him go from evil to anti-hero to actually a member of the team, like a good guy.
Yeah. And
then we've even seen him fall in love.
Yeah.
We've seen about half of that for Goku, maybe.
So I think what it is it comes down to that flat character arc and that positive or negative character arc because you can see the progression of Vegeta way different than what you can with Goku. Goku's character is more living within his truth while Vegeta is finding his truth. So since you see Vegeta finding his truth, you see that as character progression because you see him going from I'm eating other sentient beings to I'm taking my kid to Disney World because he punched me in the face. Right? That's so you've seen that progression while Goku is more internal truth progression. And he's already living by his truth versus finding his truth. I know I've repeated myself right there, but so it's a more tangible progression that you see with Vegeta. But that doesn't take away the progression that Goku went through. But since you haven't seen OG, you haven't seen that true progression of him between 10 and 18 years old or 25 when the story of Z starts, or 23, my bad. I think he was like 23.
That's right. I also like to take back my statement about Naruto. He's definitely had character development from his knuckleheaded character. Blah, blah. Okay. Right. The knuckleheaded kid that he was to...
Wait, that take back. What are the comments saying? What are the comments saying?
The comments ain't said nothing about it yet, but what I'm
saying is I take it back because he went from that knuckleheaded kid to like a responsible ninja. I'll give him that. But Goku, it's always been you're strong, let's fight. As far as I watched it.
No, it has. Oh my god.
As far as I watched it from Z to Super, it's you're strong, let's fight.
You suck.
And like the occasional, I won't let you destroy my planet.
Hold on, but the thing is, like, I think the Super Saiyan speech. Now I don't have it in front of me. I don't know the whole monologue, but when he's sitting there saying like I'm the protector of the universe and all that other stuff, that pretty much encapsulates his thing. Yeah, he does have this whole "you're strong, I want to fight," but he got that from Grandpa Gohan and Master Roshi. That was also one of the reasons you haven't seen OG, but in the first tournament, Roshi makes sure he loses so he keeps that grind going. But his whole overall thing eventually is, I do want to protect my loved ones. And we start seeing that with the Piccolo saga when Krillin first dies, right? So we see a lot of that progression going on. But I will say handedly in Z, yes, his progression is not as great because we've already came to the end of his character arc. OG Dragon Ball is like the character arc for Goku, and then we have Snake Way and that because Z is around Gohan and everything. But then we have the Super Saiyan prophecy that gets fulfilled. That's kind of the end of his arc, and then we get the whole, oh, Gohan isn't a warrior. That's just an addition to his arc, and then everything after that is just Goku being Goku.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm gonna agree with everything he's saying. Kenny's a terrible person. But we're just gonna keep it moving. I'm glad we got a timer on the top left corner. Look, we need to start using StreamYard. I like it over here, bro.
There's a
But
timer
it
on
looks like
Zoom too.
it looks like, is it for real?
Yes.
I ain't never seen that hoe. It looks like we about 30 minutes in, or 30 seconds in. So I'm gonna shoot off one last question, then let my brother over again you talk handle it. So last question will be, who do you believe had the best transformation scene in the entire franchise? Let's end it off a fun one. That's gonna be my last question.
That's an easy question though. Like I feel like there's only one answer to that.
You can do canon and non-canon. Let me go ahead and say that right now.
I still feel like there's only one answer to that.
Which one?
It's fucking
Pique
Goku.
my interest.
Like
Go on.
the first time he went Super Saiyan, when the screen starts flashing like red, purple, and stuff, like the OG when he's on, that was cold. And then his transformation to Ultra Instinct was also cold.
Okay, Kitty, know about the original. You had that whole on VHS too. Okay, Kitty.
I think it's the first time I've agreed with him this whole recording so far.
He said,
that was a good pick. I love that pick.
They changed it up a little bit when they released it later on. That's the original dub. Okay, Kenny.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other transformation like the original groundbreaking from it's Goku, bro. It's Goku.
Okay.
I was gonna go Beast Gohan or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
Ooh, Beast Gohan. That's a lot of people going to disagree with that because that's so new. But go ahead, give your reasonings for both.
Super Saiyan 2, first of all, is probably my all-time favorite because just how much he had to get pushed to even get him to that type of transformation and how it looked at the very end was just phenomenal. I felt it when it happened, and the joy that Goku also felt. I mean, that's how I felt. Beast Gohan, I saw it in theaters, so that's why I'm biased. It just looks phenomenal. I was in the theaters.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
It's a great movie.
It is.
It is good. It's a great movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
My boys again. Talk. Who y'all got? What y'all got?
I think this one's really, really tight for me because I really, really enjoy both the original Goku going Super Saiyan and Gohan going Super Saiyan 2. I think obviously I enjoy them both for different reasons because while Super Saiyan is the most iconic, as Tim was saying, it fulfills the prophecy of the Super Saiyan, of Super Saiyan, especially with Frieza, as Frieza had been told about the legendary Super Saiyan, and and parts of why he was technically afraid of Saiyans and tried to control them because of that prophecy. But also Gohan going Super Saiyan 2, that meant something more to me because that when you really look in details of the Cell Saga in terms of Gohan's trajectory, is that it was the story of Gohan understanding that sometimes there are situations in life where you have to do something you don't want to do. You may not want to do it, but it'll be for the greater good. So him attaining Super Saiyan 2 was that culmination of him realizing and accepting that even though he doesn't want to fight, it's not who he is, he has to do it. And that's why it means so much to me. If I had to pick Super Saiyan, I would go original Super Saiyan only because of that hair flicker. You really felt his anger after Goku seeing his best friend being
just playing with Krillin on his horn. Oh my god!
Yeah. Just and then I think because I have one of my pins signed by Linda Young where it says "Pop goes the weasel," literally just yeah. Because and I would go Super Saiyan. And it was close. It was really close.
No, for sure.
Hold on,
For
hold on,
sure.
real quick before we move on. Shout out to Worldwide Q in the chat. If you ever want to be a guest on the show, Brand, just hit DM us on Instagram. We can set up a show for you, bro.
For sure.
Yeah. I agree with Kenny. There's only one answer, and it is Super Saiyan 1. It's the original transformation. Nothing beats it. We just see Krillin get blown up. Piccolo, he's dead, right? And he's sitting there, and and you get the lightning in the background, and and he just, and then he looks at Gohan. You need to leave before I kill you. And you're like, oh. Yeah. That whole sequence lives rent free in my head. You know how they you would a few years ago they would ask guys like, how often do you think of Roman? They'd be like 10 times a day. How often do you think of Super Saiyan? 100 times a day. It's the greatest thing ever. Okay, and then I will also agree if I had to pick a runner up, it would be UI. Like the man became nothing. He literally became nothing and rematerialized. He rematerialized, okay? That's insane.
Facts.
And my camera went out. Look, it's so strong, my camera just messed up.
Dang, his camera really just went out.
No, that's tough. Oh. Hey, look, I feel everything he was saying. So I'll finish up and then we could go to Ginyu Talk questions. I'll finish up. There. Did you have
just like that? Dun 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 dun. See, just like that.
No, I definitely agree with everything you said. For me, so since I'm the last one to answer the question, and my co-hosts know this, I can never stick to one answer. I have to throw my honorable mentions out there. So my first honorable mention, I will say Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, not when he was fighting Cell, but when he was fighting Bojack, because that man was so clean in Goku's gi, in the Turtle Hermit gi. Oh my God, that was fire. My second honorable mention is going to be Vegeta when he went full Super Saiyan full power originally against semi-perfect Cell, because it's like, especially when you're growing up a Vegeta fan, you're like, oh shoot, like this man's about to get busy. My boy Vegeta's about to get a win, and then he does that stupid shit. And then my last honorable mention is going to be Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That was just different. That whole like him
this
running.
Is one, this is two, this is
three. And then first of all, that Super Saiyan 3 transformation lasted 3 episodes. He was shaking the entire, like they could feel him on Namek, how he was
the
transforming.
universe.
And then bro, like it was insane. But my favorite of all time, it would have to be, like I said, that's why I said non-canon counts too, because Super Saiyan 4 Goku to me is the best transformation of all time.
Wait, it's canon now though.
But not Diamond.
No,
I'm saying GT.
I will say everything Dragon Ball officially released is canon.
Then say
It is
less.
canon.
GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku to me is the best transformation of all time.
I mean, I don't agree with that, but everything officially released is canon.
No, for sure.
Wait, is there ever a time where he can mix Ultra Instinct with the Super Saiyan?
He already did it
He already did that.
He did that in the manga.
in the manga.
I don't know the manga. Hey, that's OD. Hey, come on, bro.
Oh man,
cheating.
yeah.
No,
It was
because
Super
Nah,
Saiyan
but that
Blue,
was-
wasn't it?
Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, that is cheating. When I saw that, I was like,
It was.
hold
It
up,
still
what?
was.
No, imagine because he already was mixing Kaioken with Super Saiyan Blue. Imagine Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue with Ultra Instinct. He might kill himself.
Yeah.
I think
His
he
body
would.
would be
How
dead.
how his
He would.
how his body wouldn't hold up? I don't think it will hold up.
Facts.
He might shatter dimensions
would-
doing it. I'll tell you that.
Facts. But I'll go. That was my last question. I'll go ahead and toss it over.
Oh, appreciate it. But yeah, I think just come. Yeah. So for me, Don't know how well you guys are versed in the movies. So what I wanted to say here, so the question here is, amongst all the movies, what would you say is the best and the worst Dragon Ball movie that you've seen? You can't say Bio Broly and you can't use Dragon Ball Evolution. You can't use those two cop-outs.
Oh my god!
I'm glad.
I was
He
definitely
said
gonna say
that.
evolution. Like that was.
Look, I was
instant
finna
come out
cop
my
out
mouth.
like a motherfucker. I swear
I
to
was gonna
God.
say Bio Broly for sure.
Bio Broly was ass. Oh my
I
God.
know evolution was
Yeah,
like
it was.
universal, understood.
Ooh, Lord.
I act like evolution didn't even happen. Honestly,
Yeah.
My niece is on the live. Jesus Christ.
Hey, niece. For me, I would say the best. It would have to be a tie between Lord Slug and the Return of Cooler, the Metal Cooler, the Metal Cooler movie. I'll say for me,
Yeah, Return of Cooler.
those are right there neck and neck. So it has to be a tie for my favorite or what I think is the best. The worst, I might say it's either has to be World's Strongest with Dr. Wheelo or the Turles, the one with Turles, because
Tree of Might.
I would have to say Tree of Might, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not. It's a yeah. I'm sorry. I got two ties for best and worst, but yeah, those are my picks, man.
I was not expecting anybody to say Tree of Might in there. I'm not even going. Maybe World's Strongest, because that is kind of a weak one in the earlier ones. But Tree of Might, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I just it never really appealed to me. I don't know, man.
Fair enough. Agree. Somebody in the chat said they agree with that one. I don't.
For me, I feel like I haven't seen enough of the Dragon Ball Z movies to answer this truthfully. I feel like I don't really watch a lot of anime movies. I need to get into it more.
Yeah.
But I will say the newest Broly movie was fire. I did like that. It's hella good. It might be better than the original Broly movie, honestly.
It is. You ain't got to be afraid to say that. It definitely is.
It is
Better Broly.
better. I like the storyline of this Broly better than Broly's so like mad because Goku was crying too much. He hates Goku because of how much he cried. Like, come on, bro. That's the most compelling thing you can come up with. Like, but when Broly is stranded on a planet with crazy gravity, that makes sense why he's so much stronger because he's been on that planet for so long, literally fighting monsters since he was a baby. So I like that storyline better. Well, I guess I can say I don't like the original Broly movie. I'll say that's the worst. That's all I got.
You got to give it to him.
Well, I seen a cooler movie too, though.
Which one?
What was that? The Metal Cooler. One together.
You know, the every time the original Broly movie comes up, Ginyu, I just think about the time me and Richie was talking. You cry, Kakarot.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. He's like, you cried, Kakarot. That's the whole reason.
You got beef when we were little babies. You don't need to fight me. You need therapy.
You kept me up all night, Kakarot.
When I was 1 month old. That's crazy work.
I think I'll go next. For me, I got a two-way tie for my least favorite. It's going to be the movie with Tarble and World's Strongest.
Oh, Yo Son Goku and Friends.
Yeah.
Are we considering that a movie?
That was more of a special. I feel like we can't consider a movie for this because
that's like an OVA, like the history of Trunks and the Bardock special. That's like an episode, I believe. I don't think that's a movie.
Oh, we not together? Okay, then I'll just go with World's Strongest. For the all-time favorite, it's going to be with the Janemba movie, Fusion Reborn.
Yes.
And the Broly movie.
The original or the new one?
The new one with Gogeta.
Okay.
With Gogeta, yeah.
Okay, those are some solid picks. See, I got like a tie for my favorite ones too. Wrath of the Dragon and then Dead Zone. feel like people sleep on those earlier movies, especially Dead Zone. Dead Zone has one of the better movies and choreographies of any anime action movie, period. Not even just Dragon Ball. Like the choreography going through Dead Zone is just chef's kiss. I'd let you know that now. And then Broly's Second Coming, I could do without that one. Honestly, I'm good with one Broly movie, especially out of the original 13. I do enjoy the first one, but any Broly movie after that is just a rehash. It's just the same thing over and over, pretty much, and I'm good on that.
Wait, is that the one? Is that the one that Gohan got packed up and Videl looked like she was keeping up with Broly?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, that one.
Okay.
The family Kamehameha.
Cool. Yeah, I was like, how's my man punching this girl and she's getting back up like she's with it? I was thinking,
Facts.
and Gohan is getting Gohan's
And
getting
then Spochevich did her dirty,
Facts,
bro. Yeah, I think
But
for
Goten
me,
did look fire in that movie though.
You said who?
Goten did look fire in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. No, I'm with it. I think for me, I would probably say the best one for me is probably Fusion Reborn. I've been on record basically saying that is probably the best movie to do Super Saiyan 3 justice. When he fought Janemba, like you really felt you could, the way he was kind of, you could see his martial art techniques there, and and that whole design on there, it was, yeah, you really felt the threat of Super Saiyan 3, unlike what they did in the actual animation when he fought Boo. It was nice, but you didn't really feel the threat as much as you actually saw it in Fusion Reborn. I would probably say I'll probably say the worst one. I would probably have to say Broly Second Coming, only because my goat got packed up in that. But also the way Videl was keeping up with Broly was just ungodly. It doesn't make sense how this man that's been packing up your man's, you're keeping up with him, but you got packed up by Sparpovich, which doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. So I think I'd have that one there. But yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Bro.
Bro, he cooked her in that episode, bro. I felt bad. I had to pause that episode. I was like, shit, bro, I can't be watching this, bro. My man is really he's running amok here. I was like, this is this just ain't right. But yeah, has everybody answered on that?
Yeah.
Cool. And kind of, obviously, like we all look at, when we look at Dragon Ball, we've got our own favorite characters, like mine's Gohan and so forth. But looking beyond your favorite characters itself, when you look in Dragon Ball itself and based on the characters and their personalities, what character would you say best epitomizes your personality? I know it wasn't on the list, but I had to change it because I realized we'd already talked about some of the other questions already, so I didn't want to rehash them. So, like, what character's personality best reflects you?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I ain't going first on that one.
Tien Shinha.
I feel like personality.
Yeah, personality. Yeah. Because I know Tim, you're saying Tien gone white Tien.
I mean, shoot, man. Those bald guys gotta stick together. What the hell? Nah, and the tenacity Tien has, with the whole Cell Saga stuff, and then when we very first met him, like that's, I feel like Tien, it probably matches the best with me. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
Yeah. I think for me, I would probably say what's his name? Um to be fair, I'd probably say Kid Trunks, because like I feel like yeah, I like to loof around too much. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I mean, I don't take things too serious. You know, right? If I can goof off on like at work or other things, I'll do it. And I know you know, them kids like to goof off, but also just before I let everybody speak, man, they need to grow them kids up. They need to get in the field, bro. They can't keep running around playing video games, bro. They need to grow up and play. They need to grow up and get in the field. So
Look,
I thought,
they
yeah.
making money off playing video games. Y'all better keep playing them.
Dumb
Bro,
bread.
his mom's like a billionaire. He don't need the money.
That's a fact.
I think
You know
for
what?
me, it's probably Piccolo. Like Piccolo's probably me. I'm typically the voice of reason in situations.
Okay.
I feel like some of the faces that are being pulled here don't really reflect what you're saying right now. I think, but it's not my. Hey, it's not. Hey, it's not. It's not my. It's not my place to say anything. So, yep. Excuse me. I didn't say nothing.
Look,
I'm a,
hey, that's who he feel like he resonate with. I'm gonna stick beside my brother.
I said Carlil's known me for almost 10 years. He could, you know.
Yeah, it'll be 10 years next year, brother, man. Um, if I were to speak for myself, the only reason I wouldn't say it on like I'm going to say Kakarot. I'm going to say it on a perspective not from like the working out aspect because I can be lazy as well. But one thing I'm not into, you feel me, astrology like that or anything like that. But one thing I do know is me and Goku have the same birthday. We are both Aries. You feel me? And we both of us like to seek new adventures. Like I'm always seeking something fun to do, whether it be, you know, jumping off a cliff or skydiving or going on trips and stuff like that. And I also like to bring my friends and things along with me. So I feel like from the aspect of just adventure and just camaraderie, I think me and Goku will be a great fit.
Nice, nice. Malik.
this is a tough question. Um,
Yeah, I'm just playing.
um, my mind always goes straight to Gohan just based off of the scholarly thing and also having like pretty much two different personalities. Either he's deep in his books or he has a strong and high ego of what he knows he's good at. And to me, that just represents me because if I'm really deep in my books, which I have 2 degrees now, I work in the space industry, so I was able to do what I said I was going to do at a young age, same as Gohan. But when I need to get cocky, I can get cocky.
That's my
Nice.
son. That's my son.
Chill out.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. And then just kind of like finally on you know just a little quick round, just for everybody here. See where everybody thinks. I think it's mostly. Let me have a look. I'll just make sure that I got the right. Okay, cool. So it's going all the way from just Dragon Ball Z all the way to Super because I know Kenny ain't rock with the OG Dragon Ball. So we'll go around with everybody. So rank these sagas from worst to best. So we've got the Frieza saga, the Cell saga, the Buu saga, the Tournament of Power saga, the Goku Black saga, and the Saiyan saga. So you can do from 7 all the way to 1.
God damn. Do we have this written down somewhere? Hold on.
Yeah, can you put it in the private chat?
I think everybody should be able to see it. Can you guys see the private chat in the corner?
Private chat in the core. We got private chats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I mean,
we kind of fancy
I won't
over
be
here.
able to see it because I don't want to take it off of maximum screen.
So
okay. Sure.
Kendi, do you want me to say it again for you?
Yeah, I'm trying to use my muscle memory.
All right. So Frieza saga, Cell saga, Buu saga, Tournament of Power Saga, Goku Black Saga, and the Saiyan Saga.
Oh, I got that. Yeah, that's
So
cool.
basically, Saiyan Saga to Tournament of Power, but skip like you feel me, the Resurrection F,
Yeah,
Battle
I
of
got
Gods.
that. I got
Yeah.
that. You should we put it in order from best to worst?
So you're going 7 all the way to 1. So 7. So you're starting off with 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 all the way.
That's tough.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's hard. I don't, bro.
Okay.
For Cell Saga, we are including because
The Android Saga.
I was about to
and-
say we're including
yeah,
Androids. Okay,
yeah,
because a lot of people
yeah.
like to separate that, and I tell them all the
Those are
time.
the same. I'm not hearing that's
Yes.
the same arc. It's the same saga. It's the same.
Yes.
It all leads to the culmination of the Cell Saga. So
Exactly.
I just mark it as one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, since we just brought up the Cell Saga, one thing I forgot to say earlier that I felt like I need to get off my chest every time it's mentioned, but Trunks got nerfed, and I will say that wholeheartedly. They nerfed my man's. He was once the cleanest, coldest, purple-haired niggas in anime, and then he got nerfed, and they made his hair blue. That's some bullshit.
He has his fuck hair.
He had to look at the camera for that one.
I feel
Listen, this-
deeply about that. I swear.
The stress of surviving, bro. Eating cat food and everything, bro. You had to, bro. That's gonna change your hair color.
Hey, you're not wrong about
You
that.
no, what's really crazy is when they do the flashbacks in Super, they go to purple hair and they reanimate it with purple hair.
Exactly.
And then they come back to the future and he's got blue hair, and it's like this has to be a different Trunks. Like this is a totally different Trunks that's coming to come see. It's not the one we know.
My
This
boy
is a
can't dye
different
his hair.
Trunks. Huh?
My boy can't dye his hair.
Not like that.
Maybe he likes the color scene.
I'm dead. Talking about dye his hair. If y'all ever watched the bridge, they did a little edit from the super clip when Vegeta had confronted Trunks when he came back because he thought everything was gonna be cool because Vegeta and Goku got stronger. But in the abridged clip, Vegeta's basically yelling at Trunks and saying, I did all this work to turn Super Saiyan blue, and you just go dye your goddamn hair. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, can you say the sagas one more time for me? just one more time.
Yeah.
I'm missing one. I'm missing one, and I can't think of what it is.
I also got 6.
So you got Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, Boo Saga, Tournament of Power Saga, Goku Black Saga, and the Saiyan Saga.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
six.
that is six.
Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah,
That's
that's
6.
6. Yeah.
So I got them all. Okay, cool. We just missed. There we go.
He was trying to swindle us.
Let me just double check. Yeah, that
I
is
think
6.
I got my top 6.
Apologies, that
Yeah,
is
I've
6.
got
Yeah.
my 6.
See, y'all was trying to laugh at me because I thought I forgot one.
You owe him an apology, Ginyu.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that my apologies. My apologies for that.
I accept your apology, mate.
Cool. No.
Ooh, man, this is gonna be tough.
This was easy for me.
This was tough.
I feel like there should be a clear consensus to what number 6 is, though.
I don't
I got
think
my
so.
clear 6.
6 should be clear to me.
Who's going first?
I think it's clear.
Go ahead, Ben.
Fuck it, I'll go first. 6, I got Boo Saga.
Not mad at
5, I got Goku Black Saga.
it. Not mad at it.
Okay. See, mine's just flipped. Mine is flipped, so I'm cool with
Same. Same.
4, I got the Saiyan Saga.
that. That's what I got too. Yeah.
3, I got the Cell Saga.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's diabolical. Go on.
2, I got the Tournament of Power Saga.
That's safe. That's safe.
and one I got the Frieza saga.
Interesting.
You lost me after 5. You lost me.
Oh wow.
You said Cell Saga was your third,
Yeah,
and what was your fourth? You're saying
yeah.
what is it about the TOP that puts it above those two?
To me, it's the fights and the culmination where everybody has come, what it came down to fighting and where they were beforehand. Since everybody started off as majority of the team started off as his villain, and they all ended up having their own reasons to either catching up with Goku or giving Goku a reason to see them as his new family. So that's what made him go over the top to become Ultra Instinct. So to me, that was just a big culmination of getting to UI, and then obviously Super Saiyan, the Frieza saga had the same culmination, just more pivotal since everybody's favorite of all time transformation in the whole series.
Okay.
So that's why I had Turn Power 2 and Frieza Saga 1.
Hey, shout out to my sister in the chat. She sent 7 roses and give me the mic.
Hey, appreciate
Hey, appreciate you.
Mom sent 9 chips. We got a bunch of gifts in here. Shout
Thank
out
you for the
Anime
gifts.
Chosen One for the bear and
Yeah, I was about to say thank you for the gifts. Yeah, thank you for the gifts.
Mirror
Shout out
Thank
to
you for the gift.
5, you're awesome.
Gift.
Appreciate y'all in the chat. Y'all going crazy.
I appreciate y'all in the chat, man. Ooh, Malik.
What's up?
It's solid. It's solid. I can't be mad at it.
Who's going next? I'll go next. So for number 6, I got Goku Black.
Okay.
Number 5, I got Buu Saga. I just didn't like how it ended, the whole oob and all like that. I didn't like that ending. 4, the Saiyan Saga. Number 3, I got the Tournament of Power.
Okay.
Number 2, I got the Frieza Saga.
Okay.
Number 1, I got Cell Saga.
Okay. I'm not mad at the list. As much as I hate you, I'm not mad at it.
That's crazy.
As much as I dislike you and all of your Dragon Ball takes, that is a solid list.
Shout out to my dog in the background.
I guess I'll finish it off for the same convo, bro. Okay, I'm so scared. Number 6, I have the Buu Saga. Number 5, I have the Saiyan Saga. I have the Saiyan Saga at number 5.
That's crazy work.
Number 4.
Wait, what was number 6?
Number 6 was Buu.
Blue Saga.
Number 6 was Buu. Number 5 was the Saiyan Saga. Number 4 is the Goku Black Saga. Number 3 is the Frieza Saga. Number 2 is the Tournament of Power. And number 1 is the Cell Saga. Me and Kenny finally agree on something Dragon Ball.
Okay, I can.
You know, the crazy is the Saiyan Saga being number 5 below Goku Black.
Yeah.
I mean, I can respect it. Nobody trying to watch them fight no Cybermen.
I truly enjoy the Saiyan Saga, but when you put it up, what was my remaining 4? Goku Black, Frieza, Tournament of Power, and Cell. Let me explain why I have Goku Black. And because you're in a time where a lot of the criticism for Dragon Ball Z is that it doesn't have a plot, it doesn't have a complex storyline, which I totally disagree with. But I feel like Goku Black is a perfect example of a complex storyline. Like that was truly, and it's known right now as one of the best storylines in Dragon Ball's entirety as far as the franchise. And then I just the Frieza saga is just top tier. Tournament of Power, like that was just next level. They did everything they needed to do in there. Like it's hard for me not to have that in my top 2 or top 3 just because of everything that it introduced and all the other characters that it introduced. And it also brought back to where you have haters like Kenny that says, you feel me, only fights are settled with who's stronger and not with the tournament power, it was strictly strategy. Like no amount of strength was getting you or your universe the dub. Like without their strategies, and of course, like there was some miracles, Ultra Instinct, Jiren being full power. Like, of course, people pulled miracles out their ass. Like Universe 6 had their two Saiyan girls fuse. Like, you feel me? Like you have to have that in there. It's still Dragon Ball. But like without the complexity of the strategies and in each of the, like, there was so many fights highlighted. So I just got to give it that. And then Cell, all the way from the androids to the very end. You got the introduction to Super Saiyan 2. You got when they, one of the most underrated things in that series is how Goku and Gohan went about mastering Super Saiyan and staying in that form until basically Cell died. You feel me? Yeah, man. It's just especially the Cell saga. I feel like it's too much. And then we talked about earlier about how Dragon Ball could have did a better job at highlighting their side characters. In that saga, we briefly saw Piccolo get pushed back to the forefront and have one of the most, in my opinion, one of the best and most underrated fights in the whole series with him and Android 17. So
that's a very underrated fight. I wasn't a big proponent of saying that until my homeboy Forbes was telling me like it's in top 3, and then I sat down and rewatched it, and I was like, nah, that is a great fight with the whole Hell Zone grenade and all that. Oh my gosh, that's an incredible moment right there.
Like when you really watch that fight, they were getting to it. They were getting to it. So
that's when Piccolo was the strongest in the Z fighters at that point in time too. Yeah,
facts.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, that's my list, man. That's my list.
So the worst arc to me on this list is Goku Black, and it started off phenomenal. Like it really did.
Page a lot.
only with certain things, man. Only with certain things. You got good taste, but you're just lost in the sauce sometimes. I can see that, man. If you sit down and watch OG, I think you would just come around to the correct answers. You know what I'm saying? But Goku Black started off really good, and then they did the back and forth too many times, and that lost me. And then the ending of the arc was complete trash, and not just the anime, but the manga as well.
Yeah.
The anime was completely worse. He becomes the universe, and then he has to press the button to delete that whole timeline. That's just horrible writing. That was like using the ex machina to a whole new extreme, pretty much, to get them out. Boo arc, because that is the weakest arc in Z. You could stop watching Z after Cell and not miss any story beat whatsoever. You could understand the story right after Cell and completely be done with the series and not miss anything. It's got cool stuff like Fusion, Super Saiyan 3, stuff like that, but overall it's pretty lackluster compared to the rest of the Z arcs. Tournament of Power, I put it up there. It's just a great overall fun watch to me. I don't put too much stock into it besides like the UI transformation and like the Jiren interactions. Of course, you also have like Hit doing the pocket dimension on Jiren, and then you have, the Kamehameha, the grinding Kamehameha and stuff like it has epic moments in it, and it's just an overall fun watch. I can put it on and watch pretty much the whole thing at any given time. Then I got the Saiyan Saga. The Saiyan Saga, to me, it's third because that's the complete shift in the series at that point in time. That's when we leave from a happy-go-lucky tournament fighter into pretty much a borderline space opera type of series, right? A sci-fi series. Of course, we had the Piccolo, which was the precursor to the Saiyans, and like the way it would be structured from there on out. But the Saiyan Saga also has dope stuff like the Vegeta and Gohan going Uzaro. You have the Nappa showing up and raising his 2 fingers and destroying everything. That's still one of the most badass moments in really probably anime, but I'll stick to just Dragon Ball. Then I'll put Frieza as second. That's second because of the prophecy, the whole prophecy thing. Other than that, if the prophecy wasn't pulled off the way it would, I'd probably put it lower than what it is now. I'm not a big fan of the overall Namek and Frieza parts, but the prophecy is worth the weight to it, in my opinion. And then end off with the best arc in Dragon Ball, which is the Cell Saga. The Cell Saga is the pinnacle of Dragon Ball writing. It gives you everything that we loved in OG and Z, and then we get some of the greatest interactions between all the characters, ranging from happy to despair to actually interactions between, Vegeta, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, everybody just interacting with each other, and we see the progression of them going. Yeah, it has its fumbles as far as writing goes, where you're like, come on, you could have ended this arc 2 seconds ago. But overall, I think when you take a look at the Cell Saga, it represents everything that Dragon Ball is, and it even brings back the original villain of the Red Ribbon Army coming back. So it's like a full circle moment to me watching Dragon Ball. So that's my list.
That was beautifully said.
I appreciate it.
Yep, no, I agree, and I'm funny enough, Tim. That is the exact same list that I had. We have the exact same. We have the exact same. We have the exact same list. So I am not even going to follow that up because you said it perfectly.
Kenny almost had the same exact list, I believe. I think POP and Saiyan was just flopped around.
Yeah, we just switched Saiyan to Buu Saga.
Okay, yeah.
See, do you know what, Kenny? Do you know what we can class that as? Character progression. Starting off at the end. By the end of it all, look at that. Everything had just come through. Everything had just come through to the end. Now it's like character progression.
I can recognize good stuff. Like in this show, this is where what's good is just when you open up the frame to other animes, it just goes down the tier list a little bit.
No, I appreciate it.
Dragon Ball remains the one above all.
That's true. Yeah, but I mean, with that said, I mean, I'd like to thank the Same Convo guys coming in. Absolutely appreciate you guys jumping in. Like I said, this has been a collab that's been really high up on my list, and I'm really happy that we got it sorted. And I'm hoping that obviously we'll be able to do more stuff in the future, because I feel like there's some good things bubbling here. So like, absolutely want to thank you guys for rolling through. Tim, forever my guy. Thanks for jumping in as well. I mean, guys, with that said, we will see you guys in the next episode of Ginyu Talk.
Peace out.
Cool.
Appreciate everybody sticking around on live. Hope y'all enjoyed. Go follow the boys at Ginyu Talk, not Ginyu Force, Ginyu Talk.
We'll get sued.
Coming on here.
Real quick. Speaking of Ginyu Talk, if we really think about it, we could be the Ginyu Force. Like if we just,
it is 5 of us.
We could, as long as Kenny gets to be Raccoon. I'll take Guldo if he gets to be
Kenny. I thought Kenny was going to be Gudo.
Actually, yeah. Now let's switch that. I'll be Raccoon. You feel me? Flex my muscles.
I gotta be Gouda. Am I the shortest?
You might be.
Yeah.
You might be.
Yeah.
Everybody that joined us on live, make sure you go follow Ginyu Talk on all platforms. We appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. You already know what it is. It's TSC Tuesdays. Make sure you join. Not next Tuesday, but the following, because we do every other week. And I just want to remind everybody that we are still doing our $500 giveaway. So please make sure you go to our Instagram, look at our first pinned post. You'll be able to see all the rules to be entered in on the next drawing when we reach our next milestone. We appreciate y'all. It's been the same convo. It's been Ginyu Talk. You think this has been Ginyu Convo? It's a fusion. You feel me? And one last thing, because I know your grandma's favorite character is Captain Ginyu. So send this to your grandma, and we out of here.